Time once again for the game of the week on the Valley Channel, and tonight the longest running rivalry in Cache Valley as the Logan Grizzlies play host to the Skyview Bobcats. That whole non-region schedule is over with. Both teams coming out of there hopefully solving a few of the questions that they had going into the season. Logan comes in at 6-6. They've played a murderer's row of a schedule, and Skyview's played a pretty good schedule as well. 7 of the 11 teams from Idaho, but all good teams. Skyview at 7-4, led by Mason Falslev, over 20 points per game, one of the top scorers in 4A. The Grizzlies are going to have to find a way to slow him down. For the Grizzlies, they've got guys coming back, Bagley and McDade, or who make the Grizzly engine go. So the Bobcats are going to have to figure out how to slow those two guys down. There's plenty of role players that I'm sure someone we're not even thinking about will step up tonight and be the hero. It's the game of the week on the Valley Channel. Coming up next.
Why leave to go to that indoor cycling class when the ProForm TDF can bring the best indoor cycling class to you?
Are you ready? Let's do this!
Introducing the ProForm TDF. It's the most exciting indoor cycling experience ever, and it's right from home. With the ProForm TDF, you can join live, studio, and on-demand classes with all the ups and downs and everything in between. It's an immersive experience you've just got to feel to believe. The TDF comes with iFit, powered by Google Maps, so day or night you can log on, pick the classes you want, and join in. The world's best coaches will be there to give you a rockin' workout. It's never been so much fun to get in shape. You can even bring your friends along for the ride. Plus, with an amazing extra-large interactive touchscreen, it's just like being there, only better. No other bike can do this, and it's right here waiting for you. Only on the ProForm TDF. Right now, you can have the ProForm TDF in your home for less than the cost of joining a spin class. Go to proform.com today to get the TDF for $0 down plus free shipping.
The game of the week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Not bigger, just better. LSS Insurance, Bob Larson. Personalized insurance for your family and business. Discount Tire and Automotive. The best tires at discounted prices. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Sports Academy and Racket Club. Your club, your results, your life. Four Seasons Luxury Apartments is your home. Planet Fitness of Logan. No gym intimidation and only $10 a month. New Smile Dental. Experience dental care. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years. Well, Coach, we finally get to start the region schedule, and not a bad preseason. You come out of there ranked second in 4A and 7-4. The losses were to very good teams, and you had some solid wins in there. Wrap that non-region schedule up for me, and how you felt about it, and then tell me about what you're expecting from region.
Well, I thought our non-region schedule, I thought it was good for us. We learned the things that we like to learn. I wish that we didn't have a 2-week gap in here before our last game, but it's given us kind of a chance to begin our season really, because we didn't get that with football. We didn't get any time really to get going before we started playing. So that gave us a chance to kind of go over a few things, fix a few things, and work on some things that we needed to. We played a lot of Idaho schools, as a lot of people have mentioned, and great competition though. And so we've found some areas, things that we do well and things that we worked on. And so I'm excited to get to region schedule. Our region's going to be tough every night, a rival game, and these kids all know each other, and it's going to be a fan's dream and a coach's nightmare. But it should be fun. I look forward to a good game tonight, and I think our kids are prepared. If we're not prepared after 2 weeks of practice, then we're going to have a long season for sure.
Well, they're probably ready for a game and tired of practice. Let me ask you about Logan. 6-6, but boy, they've played some really good teams. Their losses have been to some really good teams. What are you expecting to see out of the Grizzlies tonight?
Like I said, it's a typical Skyview Logan game. They've always been good over the last few years, and I expect the same kind of thing. They've got some great players. We've got some great players. It'll just be fun to get down to business, play against someone else in another uniform. Logan's a good team, good program, and so we'll look forward to seeing how we match their intensity at their place and see how we get after it for sure.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Yep, appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, Coach, we talked a little bit off camera about your preseason schedule. If you look at it, you're 6-6, but you have played some insanely good teams.
Yeah, I think we've done a really good job of preparing our guys to get ready for region and state. And I think our kids have really responded. We've been able to be challenged in a lot of different ways. And in the process, I really believe we're getting better. And we have played some good teams, but I think it's important to get us ready for region, make sure we're battle tested, and I think we've done that.
Yeah, and in all those games against good teams, you haven't really got the doors blown off of you. They've all been competitive contests. Your team, you look at the statistics. It seems like you spread the scoring out a little bit. Anthony McDade, he's one that's really taken a big jump, at least statistics-wise, this year. What do you think about your team after the preseason or the non-region season?
I think we're really balanced as a team. A lot of different guys can do different things on given nights. Anthony, like you mentioned, has gotten a lot better in a year. He's gotten a lot stronger. He's able to attack the rim a little bit more. In the past, where he's really been a perimeter threat, he's done a really good job attacking. And I think Josh Jensen and Jared Bagley have done really well, and a lot of our other guys have contributed as well. And so it's a fun team to coach because there's a lot of different weapons and a lot of guys that are bought in.
What about Skyview? The obvious answer is slow down Mason Falsliff. What's the not so obvious answer? What do you have to do besides slow down Mason Falsliff to get the W?
Well, I saw him. He got off the bus, so that's you're always wondering if he doesn't. But yeah, he's a great player, really good individually. I think he makes everybody better on his team. That's kind of the elephant in the room. You got to be able to stop him, and it gives you the best chance to win.
All right, good luck tonight. Appreciate it, Coach.
Yep, thank you.
Say the word base. Say the word mess.
Wendy's Spicy Sriracha Chicken Sandwich for a limited time.
Hey, can I get the bathroom key?
Sure thing. Return it when you're done.
And that's why I don't like gyms.
Well, Matt, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Comfortable environment, spacious locker rooms, no gym intimidation. Only $10 a month. We're not a gym, we're Planet Fitness.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Grizzly Den on the campus of Logan High School. Eric Olson along with you tonight as we get set for a crosstown rivalry game between the Logan Grizzlies and the Skyview Bobcats. The longest running rivalry in Cache Valley. There have been some gems of games in the past between these two teams. Logan comes in 6-6. They've lost 2 out of their last 3 to Preston, Idaho, who's an outstanding team. We'll talk more about that later on in the broadcast, and to Olympus, who's ranked number 1 in 5A. In between those 2 games, they beat Box Elder 65-46. Skyview comes in 7-4. They're ranked number 2 in 4A. Orem's number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, Logan High School proudly welcomes
7 of their 11 games have been against teams from Idaho. Twice against Highland, twice against Madison, against Century, Bonneville, and Twin Falls. They're 3-4 versus Idaho, and 4-0 versus Utah teams. 3-3 in the last 6. They've got back-to-back losses against Madison, Idaho. They have not played for 2 weeks. They were at Madison, Idaho on the 29th of December, and they have not played since then. So it's been a long practice and a long wait for Skyview to try to get 2 straight losses out of their system. And tonight they'll come into the Grizzly Den, which is always a tough place to play against the Logan Grizzlies. It's a great environment and a great crowd always here at Logan High School. We're getting set for the national anthem here at the Grizzly Den. We'll step aside and come back to the starting lineups and the tip-off.
They would tell me something and I'd say, huh? And then they'd tell me again and I'd say, huh? And they'd say, never mind. And so I called and made an appointment.
Say the word pass.
He's a PhD, and I know what it takes to get a PhD.
Say the word red.
It was like night and day. And then the hearing test was the thing that I thought, wow, he really knows what he's doing. I would recommend Dr. Daines to anybody, everybody.
When I finally got tired of playing through knee pain, I went to a surgeon I'd heard good things about. Best choice I ever made. My doctor was great, but so was the hospital. They presented me with all of my options, and they took time to help me make decisions. That's the way it should be. That's what led to this moment. And that look on Phil's face.
Before your moment of truth, choose a health plan that partners with the Mountain Star Healthcare Network.
Not bigger, just better.
The national anthem here at Logan High School as we get set for the tip-off. Logan playing host to Skyview, the region opener for both teams here tonight. Of course, Skyview 19-4 last year. They won the region with an 11-1 record, lost to West Jordan in the first round. Andrew Dean gets the start tonight at 6'4" for the Bobcats. He's been battling injuries in the non-region season, but he's healthy tonight. Mason Falslives, the man that makes him go. 20.5 points a game. Number one's a sophomore, and he's 6'3". Peyton Lee, a senior, number 3 at 5'10", averages 8 points a game. He'll run with Kobe Wilson, a 10-point-a-game scorer, the senior Kobe Wilson, and Cole DeBoard, another sophomore at number 42, scores 8 points per game. He's 6 feet tall. And that's who will run the floor to start the game tonight for the Skyview Bobcats. And they turn off the lights and light up the floor here at Logan High.
And now the starting lineup for your Logan Grizzlies. Wearing number 1.
For the Grizzlies, Anthony McDade as they blow out the sound system. Anthony McDade is number 1. He averages 15 points per game at 5'9". He's put on some weight, makes him a little bit stronger. Jared Bagley, number 3, at 6'1". He's a senior, 11.5 points per ball game. Trey Davis is a senior, 6'3", number 11, averages 5 points per ball game. Josh Jensen at 6'7" is a junior. He's number 23, averages 12 points and 6 rebounds per game. And Braden Roberts rounds out the starting 5. He's 6'6", he's a senior, averaging 5 and 5. Braden Roberts And the Grizzlies with a little bit of a size advantage on Skyview. They haven't been able to say that much here at Logan with their basketball teams. They've lacked some height traditionally. But with 6'6" and 6'7" in that starting lineup, they ought to be able to control the paint. I talked to Kirk Hilliard about Madison High School and the 2 back-to-back losses for his team. We saw one of them, and they had trouble finishing at the rim and just really didn't hit a lot of shots in a very physical contest. And he said the game at Madison was almost a carbon copy. And the final score was about the same. It was a 6-point loss against Madison in Smithfield, and up at Madison, they end up losing it by, well, they end up losing it by 8. Wilson controls after the tap. Falsov with it. See what Logan decides to do defensively. It's like a zone out of the gates for the Grizzlies. They get it high post to Dean. Back out to Lee. His 3 is short and it's rebounded by Jensen. Jensen hands off to McDade and we're quickly the other way. McDade's got good range. He can score inside and out. Bagley's scoring down a little bit this year, but he does so many other things as a facilitator and just as a senior leader. Davis straight away as it ends up with McDade in the corner. His 3 too hard. Dean with a good position clears the board. Falslip tries the 3, got it.
3-point basket.
Mason Falslip, 3 games ago, dropped 41 points. He's averaging 20 and a half a game. He's just a sophomore. Davis bumped as he kicks it out to Bagley. Bagley thought about the 3, but DeBoard was there. So now McDade talks to Bagley and sends him through to the other corner. Roberts directs traffic as he and Davis play catch. Davis, straightaway 3, short, rebounded by Roberts. Put it up, too hard, rebounded by Dean. Peyton Lee from the left side, kicks it into the corner to Falslip. 2 for 2 from beyond the arc to start the game for Mason Falslip. And Logan wants a timeout. Coach Logan Brown says that's not the start we wanted, and he calls his team to the sideline. As the Bobcats jump out to the 6-0 lead, we've played less than 2 minutes here in this first period. Well, Logan's 6-6. They've got wins against Northridge, Ogden, Pineview, Alta, Ben Lomond, and Box Elder. They do not have a win against a team with a winning record. The combined record of those wins, those teams are 24-48. Now look at the other games that they've played. Weber, 6-5. Burley is number 15 in the state of Idaho, coached by Trent Whiting. And they're 8-3. They lost twice to Preston, who's 12-0. And number 3 in this whole state of Idaho. Dixie is number 3 in 4A. They lost to them by 3 points. They're 10-2. And they lost to Olympus, who's 12-0 and number 1 in 5A. 60-10, the combined record of the teams that have beat Logan. So they've definitely gone through the fire. Roberts, another 3. 3 3-pointers in this game, 2 by Skyview, 1 by Logan, and it's 6-3 Bobcats. High post Dean has it knocked away. Here come the Grizzlies. Bagley quickly to the rim. 6-5 Bobcat. It's the first turnover of the game goes against the Bobcats. High posted Dean, and now they're in the corner to DeBoard. He can hit from there. Rims around and out, kept alive by Roberts. Then DeBoard kicks it over to Falslip. Falslip runs into the basketball standard. No foul called. It's out of bounds off of Logan. Wilson triggers into Falslip. Falslip, the ball fake. Strong move to the rim, and Mason Falslip has scored 7 points And the Grizzlies answer back. Bagley now has 4. Did I say 7 points for Falsliff? He scored 8. All 8 of the Bobcats' points. Dean keeps alive the miss, but then it's torn away by Roberts, and he hands off to McDade. Bagley straight away, long 3, too hard. Davis picks up the long board. Here's Roberts, down low to Jensen. They haven't looked down low. They've got the height advantage with Roberts and Jensen, and they haven't looked to pound the ball inside. It's been a perimeter game for the Grizzlies. And really, it has been for the Bobcats as well. They've taken a couple of shots closer to the rim on their last couple of trips, but it's been mostly an outside game here tonight. Here's Dean, inside and the 1. Jensen was trapped on his hip, reached across him to try to get the swat. Instead got body on Dean, and Dean will go to the line. First team foul against either team.
Number 10, Cooper Ward.
Cooper Ward and Charlie Jensen will replace Roberts and Davis. Under 4 minutes to play here in this first period. 10-7 Skyview. Dean can't complete the 3-point play, and it remains a 3-point advantage for the Bobcats. Skyview's going to sink into a 2-3 zone. McDade is high post, lobs down under to Jensen. Jensen under the board, gets it back, leans in and scores. And he'll go to the line. See who the foul's on.
Foul on Kobe Wilson. His
Kobe Wilson.
First team foul.
So we talked a moment ago about the Grizzlies not looking inside with that height advantage. They go inside that time, and they're rewarded with a 3-point play that ties the score. All tied up at 10, 3:25 to play in the first period. Each team with 1 personal foul. Peyton Lee stops, fires, misses. Rebound put back by Dean.
Basket by Andrew Dean.
They lost Dean, and I don't know how you lose a guy that big. He was all alone under the bucket. 12-10 Skyview. 3 minutes to play in the first period. McDade yet to get involved offensively. Bagley's got 4. Here's the long 3 by Ward. Won't go. Rebounded by Wilson. Quickly to Lee. And he runs across the timeline. Hands it back to DeBoard. Lee gets it from him, and now a reach-in foul called on Cooper Ward. Cooper Ward, the 6'2 senior, number 10.
Bobcats basketball.
It's the second team foul on Logan. Bryce Ellis, the bearded one, into the ball game. Dean down low. Back out to Lee. He goes back to Dean. It's drive and kick for the Bobcats. Here's Falsliff. He's not going to kick. He's going to go behind the backboard and somehow loft it up there and get the bucket. He's a little bit warm tonight. 10 points in the first period for Falsliff, 10 of his team's 14. And it's 14-10. Skyview leading Logan with 2:10 to play in the first period. McDade on the angle left, straight away to Jensen. Way outside as they play catch with it. Jensen looks low. He's got Josh Jensen, and Josh Jensen misses, and then a rebound foul. Josh Jensen, the junior at 6'7", averages 12 and 6. And he's just picked up his second foul, and Coach Brown's got a decision to make, and he didn't wait long to make the decision.
Entering the game for the Bobcats,
Roberts
number 35,
comes in.
Braden Radford, and number 34, Malik
Braden
Horman.
Radford and
Bobcats basketball.
Malik Horman come into the ball game for the Bobcats. Radford's got good size, 6'6". Horman with it against McDade. Horman again, draw and kick. Wilson looks underneath. He's got Radford. Radford in the key, spin around with the lefty hook.
Basket by Braden Radford.
16-10, Skyview matches their largest lead. 1:20 to play in the first period. McDade scoreless for the Grizzlies here in the first. Ellis comes off the McDade screen, gives it back to Ward. Now we're in the corner with McDade. McDade looks at a three, likes what he sees. Anthony McDade with the triple, cuts the lead in half. 16-13 Skyview, 50 seconds to play here in this first period. False slip checked by McDade. Wilson. Bradford high post. Throws it away. It's Ellis who comes up with it. He loses it and then gets it back. Cooper Ward takes it from Roberts, and now McDade standing in front of the scorer's table. He's going to hold. And the Grizzlies will play for the last shot, trailing by 3, 16-13, as there's 15 seconds left in this first period. See who gets the last shot for the Grizzlies. McDade hit a moment ago, and McDade kicks it out and throws it away. And that's the end of the first period as the Grizzlies come up empty on the last possession of the period. They trail Skyview 16-13 as we head to the second on the Game of the Week.
Please welcome onto the floor the Logan High Spirit Squad.
Billy Goat Ruffians. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Give us a call at 752-9493. You'll be glad you did.
Back at Logan High School, we're in the Grizzly Den. It's 16-13. Skyview leading Logan as we head to the second period of play. 10 points for Mason Falslip, 2 3-pointers and a couple of regular buckets. He's halfway to his season average after one period of play. Jared Bagley led the way for the Grizzlies with 4 points and 3 apiece for McDade, Jensen, and Roberts. Both teams sinking 2 3-pointers in that first period as Davis steps into the backcourt to receive the pass from Ward. Ward's going to tell Bagley, you go down there. Now come back out. Got it. Bagley into the paint, tries to leave it off for Roberts, and it's knocked right back to him. Bagley had broken through that defense. He almost would have liked to have seen him shoot that basketball as he got into the heart of the zone. Davis looking at a three. The lefty can't get it to go. Rebounded by Ward. Ward ends up on his keister, and a jump ball called. That's going to be Skyview basketball.
Jump ball, Skyview basketball.
Grizzlies with 2 turnovers. Skyview with 2 turnovers. In a 3-point ball game with 7:15 to play in the first half, and Skyview leading Logan. Oh, they're D'ing up hard on Horman. They knock it away from him, and a foul is called. I think they're going to call it on Davis. They do.
Foul on Trey
Fourth
Davis,
team foul on Logan. Skyview with 1. They've stayed out of foul trouble. John Bergeson into the ball game for Skyview. Hold-aboard back in. Cross-court pass, Horman underneath to the big man, Radford, and Radford is fouled hard. The Grizzlies making sure he has no opportunity at a 3-point play.
Foul on Braden Roberts, his first personal.
Roberts picks up his first. Jensen's already on the bench with 2.
For the Bobcats.
And Radford goes to the line. Radford's second is good. Radford has 4 points off the bench.
Entering the game for the Grizzlies,
Kirk
number 1,
Hilliard's
Anthony
Skyview
McDade.
squad. McDade back off the bench, and Charlie Jensen will take a seat. And it's an 18-13 Skyview lead as we played just over a minute here in this second period. Logan starting to get in foul trouble. That was their 5th team foul. Free throws at 7. Skyview in that zone. Logan's going to have to shoot him out of it. Ward misses. Roberts grabs the rebound. Here's McDade. Free throw line jumper. Looks smooth, but a little hard off the iron. Rebounded by Falslev. Falslev works against McDade. Falslev 6'3", McDade 5'9". Falslev gets down low. His drive is shut off. Radford has it poked away by Davis. Here's McDade. McDade down the lane. The little guy gets into the lane, gets to the rim and misses. Rebounded by Skyview. Falslev shaking, baking, losing the ball. It's 4 turnovers for Skyview. Bagley, pull up 3, got it. Bagley's got 7 points, and it's a 2-point Skyview lead with 5:45 to play in the half. 18-16 Bobcats. If you're just joining us, Mason Falslev with the ball had 10 points in that first period, and Skyview led 16-13 at the end of one. It's now 18-16 Bobcats. And DeBoard fires up the 3. Davis tips it to himself, has it knocked away, and Bergeson comes up with it. He misses, and it's rebounded by Roberts. McDade. Roberts, and back to McDade. Ward goes high post to Davis. Davis has nothing there, and it's McDade that ends up firing up a straightaway 3 that's rebounded by Falslev. Falslev has to give it up. Bergeson baseline drive to DeBoard, diving down the lane. He misses from right in front of the hoop, and it's rebounded by Bagley. Ahead, McDade. He'll go to the line. Skyview getting some good looks, and now all of a sudden the ball won't go in the hole for him.
Anthony McDade shooting for the Grizzlies.
It's the second team foul on Skyview. It was Horman who they called for. McDade with a chance to tie it up with 4:40 to play in the first half.
Entering the game for the Grizzlies, number 15, Charlie Jensen, and for the Bobcats, number 0, Andrew Dean. Number 3,
Skyview 7-4. They're 3-3 in their last 6, including those back-to-back losses to Madison of Idaho. Mason Falslev, the only returning starter. And McDade ties it up. He's got 5 points. We're tied at 18. Down low, Wilson gets free, misses again from close range, gets his own board, misses a second time. Boy, there's a lid on the basket right now for the Bobcats. Roberts raises for 3, won't go. Davis with another rebound. He's got such long arms. Throws it up there with a lefty shot, and it's short. And then Roberts picks up his second foul on the rebound. So the 2 bigs for Logan each have 2 fouls, and the next foul on Logan will put Skyview at the line for the rest of the half. We played half of the second period, 4 minutes to play, and we're tied at 18. Peyton Lee holds as Falslev takes a rest. It's Lee, Wilson, Horman, Dean. And with the ball is DeBoard. He gives it up to Lee. High post to Dean.
Out of bounds.
Gives it right back to Lee. Wasn't quite ready for it. He loses it out of bounds.
Number 10,
that's the 5th turnover for Skyview. Roberts sits down. Ward comes into the ball game. Cole Smith comes in for Skyview. Falslev back on the court as Horman and DeBoard sit for the Bobcats. Logan with a chance to take the lead with 3.5 to play here in this first half as Skyview's gone cold. Only 2 points here in this second period. Here's the turnover. The steal by Lee. Looks like a charge. Let's see what the call is. It is a charge. The official on the far side in front of the Logan bench blew his whistle, as did the near side official. The far side official looked at the near side and said, "You make the call." And the near side official said, "That's a charge on number 1. 6 turnovers now on Skyview and the first foul on Falslip. Only 3 team fouls, so no worries yet for Skyview in that category. Davis looking for a cutter, can't find one. Cross-court pass stolen away. That was Wilson with the steal. Davis was looking for a block there. Smith didn't shoot it. There's a miss. And straight away by Wilson. Davis comes up with it. Bagley challenges. He's fouled hard by Colby Wilson. Cole Smith helps him up. Colby Wilson let Bagley know that he was there.
Colby Wilson, his
Colby Wilson's a linebacker and a darn good one. And he played like it on that play.
For the Grizzlies.
Bagley's first trip to the line. He's got 8 points with that make, and Logan has taken the lead. Coach Hilliard wants a timeout before the second free throw. 19-18, Logan with another free throw to come with 2:42 to play in the first half. Logan 59 points per game is what they average. They give up 56.5. 4 guys returning from last year that were at least sometimes starters. Bagley, McDade, Roberts, and Jensen. It was a third-place team last year. They were 12-12. A little bit more experience this year. Coach Brown feels like they can be a better team. As we mentioned before, they've played a pretty tough schedule. The games they've won have been against teams 500 or under, and the games they've lost have been to teams with a combined record of 60-10. Right now, the Bobcats find themselves in the middle of a cold streak. They've only scored 2 points here in this second period as Bagley hits both free throws. He's got 9 points. 10 for Falslip, 9 for Bagley. They're the leading scorers for each team. Davis challenges Dean out of bounds. Skyview ball. Davis and Dean about the same size. Trey Davis, 6'3", Dean listed at 6'4", but Trey Davis, he's got basketball player arms. He can lock the passenger door from the driver's seat on a car without automatic locks. Down low they go to Dean. Kick it back out front to Smith. He doesn't want the 3, so he backs it out. Logan in the zone. A lot of zone by both teams here tonight, which is why you're seeing so many shots from the outside. Neither team's really been able to break that zone. Here's an elbow shot and it won't go, and a rebound foul. That's going to be against Charlie Jensen.
Foul on Charlie Jensen, his first personal, 7th team
That's
foul.
the 7th team foul now on Logan with 2:06 to play in the half.
Cole DeBoard shooting.
And Cole DeBoard will go to the line and try to tie it back up, as Logan's taken a 20-18 lead. They've outscored Skyview 7-2 here in this second period, and DeBoard hits. DeBoard with his first points. Wilson and Lee are scoreless. Trey Davis, the only starter that hasn't scored for Logan, and we're tied at 20 after DeBoard hits 2 free throws. 4 for 6 from the line for Skyview, 5 for 5 for Logan. Elbow jumper won't go from Bagley, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Skyview. We'll stay here as we're under 2 minutes now in the half, and a fast-moving first half. Bagley out front to Jensen. Logan's bigs, Roberts and Josh Jensen on the bench with 2 fouls each. Here's Charlie Jensen, the three. Good. Charlie Jensen off the bench with the triple, and it's a 23-20 lead for Logan. Their largest of the half. And we're at 1:25 to play in this first half. DeBoard stuck underneath, turnover. 7th turnover for Skyview. Davis to the rim, avoids the contact but can't finish. Falslip finds Dean. Dean lay it up and in.
Basket by Andrew Dean.
Andrew Dean with 6. So that miss ends up being a 4-point play. Instead of Logan going up by 5, they're now only up by 1. Here's a turnover. Threw it right to Peyton Lee. Peyton Lee fouled hard by Cooper Ward.
Foul on Cooper Ward.
Cooper Ward
second
picks up
personal,
his second,
foul.
8th team foul.
Peyton Lee
Skyview's done a good job at staying out of foul trouble. Only 4 team fouls for the Bobcats with 54 seconds to play in the first half, and Peyton Lee ties it at 23.
Entering the game for the Grizzlies, number 2,
There's a
Kevin
look
Nye. And for the
at the
Bobcats,
story and the
number
fouls.
35,
8 for
Braden Radford.
Logan, 4 for Skyview. And we're tied at 23. Lee with a chance to put Skyview back up on top. And misses, rebounded by Davis. 23 all. Logan had the ball with just over 25 seconds left at the end of the first period, and they held for the last shot. Let's see what they do here with 40 seconds to play. McDade's going to fire a long 3. Off the back of the iron, and it's rebounded right in front of the Skyview bench by Mason Falslip, who will walk it across the timeline. DeBoard in front of the Logan bench. Hands off to Falslip. Falslip, pull-up jumper. Off the rim. Tipped by Radford back to Lee. And a miss, and hitting the boards hard was Falslip, and he hits the deck. I think he's going to go to the line. The whistle blows.
Foul on Kevin Nye.
And they're going to call it on Kevin Nye in the ball game for the first time.
Mason Falslip shooting for the Bobcats.
So Nye picks up the foul, and Falslip goes to the line for 2. The Skyview with the bigs for Logan in foul trouble and on the bench. Skyview's really hitting the boards. 5 seconds to play in a 1-point ball game right now. Falslip looking to make it a 2-point lead for the Bobcats. And he does make it a 2-point lead. He's got 12 in the half.
Number 34, Malik Horman.
Horman will replace Falslip. You don't want to get a cheap foul in the last 5 seconds. McDade, 4 seconds. 3, 2, a 3-pointer short. And out of bounds. And McDade wondered why there was no foul call. There was a lot of contact.
25, Grizzlies
but the Bobcats take a 2-point lead into the locker room at the half, 25-23. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
Tell me something, and I'd say, huh? And then they tell me again, and I'd say, huh? And they'd say, never mind. And so I called and made an appointment.
Say the word pass.
He's a PhD, and I know what it takes to get a PhD.
Say the word red.
It was like night and day. And then the hearing test was the thing that I thought, wow, he really knows what he's doing. I would recommend Dr. Daines to anybody, everybody.
there's not a whole heck of a lot of places open in Logan, is there, where they can come and get a really good meal, but you are open.
Yes, we stay open after the games.
Right.
You know, we notice when we have a game, we get sometimes late crowd.
Yeah.
And we be happy to stay late as we need to be to serve those kids to have a nice pizza.
Okay.
So
what can they expect when they come in?
Good pizza with good service, and no matter what time they're coming in.
No matter what time, so as late as you like. Fernando is going to be open here at the factory. Friday nights, that's usually. Now, Wednesday nights, you've got your $4 nachos and the $1 beer. Do you have any other specific nights, or is it just whenever?
No, we do. You know, like in Monday night, we have a family night. We have a large pizza, 2 toppings, and 2 drinks for $13.99. So that's a family night. We try to invite it to the families to come in and join it.
Yeah.
And that's I think it's a really good special for them to come in and join us.
I agree.
So feel free to come anytime, and we figure out something for them.
Okay, and of course you're open at lunchtime too. You don't have to wait till the evening.
Yeah, we do all day long Monday, actually, all day long. And they can come anytime. We can keep the special anytime Monday night. And we make specials all the time if people come.
Right.
Always groups get discounts.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing to know, because lots of groups in here tonight. Tell us where we are. What is our location here on Main Street?
Yeah, you know, we've been here for 43 years in the basement of the factory pizza, so we want to appreciate the people from Cache Valley. All these years we've been here, you know, business come and go, and we're still surviving. And hopefully this is not the last year, so hopefully we keep it going.
You're going to survive for many more years.
That's my goal.
Looking at the crowd tonight, that's definitely going to happen. Come on down to the factory pizza here on Main Street in Logan. Whether you want pizza, whether they have the most fabulous sandwiches, salads, desserts, anything that really your heart could desire, you're going to find Fernando making for you here at the factory. Thanks so much, Fernando.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate the Cache Valley.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Intermountain Live Well Jump Rope Team.
Hey, have you downloaded our new app? Why do I want the app? The app manages all your vehicle's needs and tracks your services and repairs. How does it work? It's easy. Download from the iTunes or Android store and make an account. Does it save me money? Not only will it save you money, but it will save your time too. It will notify you when you are due for an oil change or a tire rotation, making sure you get the most out of your tires. Is it easy? Our app is easy to use and operate. Use it to locate a store near you or to receive roadside assistance. How do I know if my appointment is scheduled? When scheduling an appointment, you will receive confirmation at the end of the process. Can I schedule a repair so I don't have to wait? It's nice to know you have an appointment for your vehicle, and the app will notify you when your vehicle is done. What else does the app do? The app will also send you vehicle manufacturer service interval notifications, let you find and buy tires, receive coupons and more. Check it out today.
Yeah, I've been here a few times. Each time we've been here, I haven't been disappointed at all. I've tried several of the things on the menu, and they've all been great.
Everything's
so,
good?
Yeah.
Had the jambalaya pasta. It was good. There was some shrimp and meat and sauce and a bunch of pasta. And I couldn't finish it, but it was really good.
Prime rib. But I have liked everything I've had. We love the atmosphere.
Good place
and
to bring
it is. It's great.
Yeah.
And it's quiet, so we can talk and hear ourselves think.
Nice.
It's just a really nice, clean atmosphere, and my wife loves wandering around looking at the antiques, and staff is friendly and never had a problem here, so.
You know, it's kind of cool just to come in and see all the little antiques and always get good food. I always have the prime rib.
See, confessions are coming out now.
It's always the big one. It's always the 14-ouncer. I don't go with.
It's always good.
Oh yeah,
very good.
So good.
Prime rib.
Oh.
Oh yeah. It was delicious.
Hi, I'm Sue. I'm a goalkeeper for Logan High School soccer. I am proud to be a Wendy's All-Star and go Grizz.
Hi, I'm Jace Perry, and I play safety for the Logan Grizzlies. I'm honored to be picked as one of the Wendy's All-Stars. Go Grizz!
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Not bigger, just better. LSS Insurance, Bob Larson. Personalized insurance for your family and business. Discount Tire and Automotive. The best tires at discounted prices. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Sports Academy and Racket Club. Your club, your results, your life. Four Seasons Luxury Apartments is your home. Planet Fitness of Logan. No gym intimidation and only $10 a month. New Smile Dental. Experience dental care. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years.
Back at Logan High School in the Grizzly Den, where Skyview leads 25-23 as we get ready to start the second half. Eric Wilson along with you. Hope you enjoyed the first half. Not a high-scoring affair here so far, but the Bobcats jumped out to a 16-13 lead after one period. Logan at one point had outscored the Bobcats 7-2 in that second period to take the lead back, but then the Bobcats caught back up with a little mini run of their own, and the Bobcats now lead 25-23 at the half as they scored one less point than Logan did in that third quarter, 10-9. 2, 4, 6, 8 free throws for Logan, and they're 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Well, or that's for Skyview, and Logan is 5 of 5 from the free throw line. 4 3-pointers for Logan, only 2 for Skyview. Mason Falslip with 12 to lead all scores. 6 points for Andrew Dean, 4 for Braden Radford off the bench, 2 for Peyton Lee, and pulled aboard with a free throw. 9 points for Jared Bagley. 5 for McDade, 3 for Jensen and Roberts, who saddled with foul trouble in that first half, and Charlie Jensen had 3 off the bench for Logan as the Grizzlies get the ball to start the second half. 7 turnovers for Skyview, 5 for the Grizzlies in the first half. Trey Davis, the only starter that hasn't scored for the Grizzlies. Skyview in a zone. It's caused some problems for Logan, and they've stayed in it, even though Logan's hit 4 3-pointers. Jensen and Dean. Jensen tries to lean on Dean, and Dean pushing him back. Keep an eye on that as those two go at it down there. Long 3 by Bagley. Too hard. Rebound. Braden Roberts thought he had it. Falslip knocked it away and takes it away. Wilson looking for somebody. Finally finds DeBoard. And now Falslip straight away. Peyton Lee. Cross court to Wilson. Short corner DeBoard. 2 more.
Basket by Cole DeBoard.
DeBoard with 3 points. Back out to a 4-point lead for Skyview. It's been Skyview's largest lead, I believe, was 6. McDade, nice move to get free, and he misses. Rebounded by Falslip. Logan's largest lead has been 4. Peyton Lee, corner 3, makes it a 30-23 advantage for Skyview. Timeout. No, a turnover. Braden Roberts has no idea what he did. They're going to say he shuffled his feet. And they said he walked. Logan had a poor start to start the game as Skyview jumped out 6-0, and now it's a 5-0 run. Is it 8-0? Nope. But it's 7-0 to start this second half. As Andrew Dean has 8 points. It's a 7-0 run to start this second half, and it's a 9-point lead for the Bobcats, their largest of the game. And Logan desperately needs a bucket. Here's the lob down low to Jensen. He lets everyone go by, goes up, misses, and he's fouled by Dean. Almost 2.5 minutes have gone by, and Logan hasn't scored yet here in this second half. Andrew Dean.
Hilliard, his first
No, they give it to
personal.
Hilliard?
First team foul.
Hilliard's not even on the
Josh
floor.
Jensen shooting for the Grizzlies.
They announced Hilliard. I think it was on Dean.
Correction, that foul was on number 0, Andrew Dean.
Yeah. Hilliard's hurt his knee and out for the season. Free throw's no good by Jensen. DeBoard stuck. Now he finds Lee. 32-23, 5:20 to play in the third period. Skyview leading. DeBoard nearly throws it away, but Peyton Lee comes up with it. Wilson fakes the 3, gets inside, and Jensen's there to knock it away. Ahead is McDade, and Mason Falslip gets back for the swat, but he gets McDade with the body, and McDade hit his head on that basketball standard. It's a good thing it's padded.
Now on Mason Falslip, his second personal, second team foul.
Falslip got all ball, but his body slammed into McDade as McDade made sure to lean into the contact. Second personal for Falsley. And McDade misses the free throw. 32-23, 5:01 left in the third period as Skyview has started out with a 7-0 run to start this second half. 3 straight missed free throws by Logan, and McDade finally makes one. He's got 6. Jensen missed 2, McDade missed 1, and then he hit that one. It's 32-24, an 8-point lead. Oh, McDade with the steal. Dean wasn't looking, McDade just took it away. McDade up, under, tap, won't go by Jensen. Jensen's second rebound try won't go, and Kobe Wilson steps on the end line.
Out of bounds, Grizzly basketball.
10 turnovers for Skyview. Jensen on the inbounds pass, scores from Bagley.
Jensen with the bucket.
Jensen with 5. It's a 6-point lead for Skyview. 4.5 to play in the third. Bagley's going to D up Falsley. Falsley has it knocked away as he was looking for DeBoard. DeBoard had cut away from it. Falsley lucky it didn't get stolen away. Looking into the backcourt for Lee. McDade tries to come up with it. Lee makes him pay as he gets into the paint and scores. Peyton Lee with 7 points, 5 in the third. Bagley to the rim, too hard. Jensen fighting for the board, and he has it. McDade looking at a 3. Won't go, rebounded by Falsley. Falsley pushes. Bagley steps in front, and a foul called on number 3. For Bagley, that's his first.
Bagley, his first personal, first team foul.
First team foul on Logan. Roberts will sit, and Charlie Jensen comes in.
Bobcats basketball.
Bagley playing man against Falsley. Falsley slips by him, kisses it off the rim, and hits. Falsley with 14. Out to a 10-point lead now for Skyview. McDade in the paint. Turnover. Falsley. Lee.
Basket by Peyton Lee.
7 points in the quarter, 9 in the game for Peyton Lee. Timeout Grizzlies as Logan turned it over for the 7th time. And the Bobcats have raced out to a 38-26 advantage with 3:25 to play in the third period. They've blown open what was a 2-point game to start this second half. And you can see right there on the right side of that scoreboard, 14 points for Mason Falsley and Lee with 8. I've actually got Lee with 9 on my board here. And Cole DeBoard with only 3 instead of 4. Missed free throw for DeBoard. And Logan needs to find some offense. They've scored 3 points. They've been outscored 13-3 here in this third period. They're wiping up a spot on the floor out in front of the Logan bench. McDade's got 6. He averages 15 coming into this one. He's asserted himself a little more offensively here in this third period, but he's only got a free throw to show for it. Ward has his shot blocked, and it's Falsley that comes up with it. It was Dean on the block. And Skyview's ratcheted up a notch or 2 here. Peyton Lee short on the three-pointer, and Dean saves it back inbounds to Josh Jensen. Cross court to Bagley. Bagley, 3 against 1. Out to McDade for the 3. Rims out, rebounded by Jensen. He has it knocked away. And Skyview with it. Boy, Logan can't buy a bucket. And Skyview getting their hands on every loose ball. Ward picks up his third. Cooper Ward. A 12-point Bobcat lead, 2.5 to play in the third period. Here's Falslip. Bagley looked away, so Falslip fired it up, and it's rebounded by Ward off the miss. Jensen a long way from the bucket, kicks it back out to Bagley. He tries to split the defenders and out to Ward. McDade back to Ward. Three-pointer won't go. McDade tracks down the board, leans in for the left right-handed scoop. He thought he was fouled as well. McDade with 8.
Anthony McDade with the bucket.
Falslip streaking in from the right side. He's fouled by McDade. As DeBoard was in the corner and he found Falslip dive into the rim. McDade picks up his first personal. That's the third team foul on Logan. Skyview with 2.
Falslip shooting for the Bobcats. Entering the game for the Bobcats,
1:41 to play
Braden
here
Radford,
in the third.
Number 34, Malik Horman.
It's wholesale
And for the Grizzlies,
substitutions
number
by
22,
both
Bryce
teams.
Ellis. 11,
It's
Trey
a
Davis.
39-28
And
lead
32,
for
Roberts.
Skyview. Falslip has 15. One more for Falslip. Got them both. (40-28). Skyview. The Bobcats average 64 points per game. Down low to Davis. Davis throws it away. He was trying a little wraparound pass. It's taken away. Peyton Lee at the other end.
Basket by Peyton Lee.
11 for Lee, 9 here in the third. Long 3 by McDade, rims out. As the Grizzlies stay ice cold.
Bobcats basketball.
They've scored 5 points here in the third quarter. There's 1:11 to play in the third. 3 on the way, off the front of the iron from DeBoard. McDade brings it across. Skyview stays in that zone. McDade back out to Davis. Davis 3, short, rebounded by Falslip. .30 seconds to play in the third period. 14-point Skyview lead as they've blown open a close game. It was 2 points at the half. It was back and forth in the first half. Down low, Falslip bumped hard, and they're going to call it on Falslip. That's offensive. He doesn't like the call.
Foul on Mason Falslip, his third personal.
Falslip picks up his third.
Third team foul.
Keep an eye on that. He'll sit down for the final 12 seconds of this quarter. That's 3 fouls on Falslip. See how long Coach Hilliard keeps him on the bench. Maybe a while if his team can keep the lead in double digits. 5 seconds. McDade to Bagley. Good look at a 3. Rims out of there just like all the other three-point attempts they put up in that third. They had good looks that wouldn't go, and Skyview ratcheted up the intensity about 5 notches. The Bobcats lead 42-28 heading to the fourth.
Let's hear who's got some school spirit. Jimmy Johns wants to know how much spirit you got.
Only Wendy's can make the Baconator, because while some other guys use frozen beef from far away,
that's 9,429 miles away.
Wendy's only uses fresh beef from ranches close by,
so we don't have to freeze it.
Then add 6 strips of bacon, cooked fresh in an oven, never a microwave, tossed with plenty of cheese, without a single veggie to get in the way.
Aww. Proving once and for all
that only Wendy's has the bacon and the Ater to make the Baconator.
Skyview with a big third quarter, 17 points to 5 points for Logan. And they lead 42-28 as we get ready for the final 8 minutes of this ball game. It was a 2-point game at the half. And Skyview blew it open there with that big third period. 16 points from Mason Falslow. 11 points for Peyton Lee. He had 9 in that quarter. Both teams with 3 fouls. Logan Brown has spent most of that time out. Most of the last half of that time out talking to one of the officials. Not sure what he's wanting to know, but he had a good long chat with one of the officials. Bergeson start this fourth quarter as Falslev is on the bench with 3 fouls. Horman loses it. Roberts takes it away as it was Bagley who stripped it away. Bagley misses, ends up on the floor. And no foul call. And then Bagley grabbed Horman by the leg as he was laying on the floor, and he really kind of pulled him down. The official was standing right over top of it. Didn't call anything. Bagley was showing a little bit of frustration. And now a timeout.
Timeout, Bobcats.
And Coach Hilliard coming out and asking the official about it. What happened was there was a lot of contact on the layup attempt. Bagley missed it. And whether he was frustrated over the miss or the fact that he thought maybe there should have been a foul call, Horman had kind of fallen down over top of him, and as Horman was getting up to go back out on the court, Bagley kind of grabbed his leg to keep him from getting out on the court and kind of pulled him back down. And Horman slipped and fell pretty hard, and he was right in front of the official. And he didn't blow his whistle, and Coach Hilliard took a minute to speak to him about that. Well, next up for the Bobcats, they play in the Martin Luther King tournament versus Dixie. That's on Monday, the 15th of January. That's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The next region game, and that's a non-region contest, of course, their next region game against Ridgeline next Wednesday, the 17th, for the Grizzlies. They play at Mountain Crest next Wednesday. Falslev's going to stay on the bench. Lee, Bergeson, Horman, Radford, and Wilson going against Roberts, Ward, Bagley, McDade, and Josh Jensen. Radford back to Kobe Wilson, and he has it blocked away by Josh Jensen. 2 field goals in this second half for Logan. They have been ice cold. They've had some good looks. The ball just won't go in the bucket. Bagley leans in. And if that one would have fallen after everything else that wouldn't have, you'd have to wonder.
Foul on Braden Radford, his first personal.
Picks up his first.
Foul. Jared Bagley.
It's the 4th team foul. Bagley goes to the line.
Mason Falslev entering the game.
So Falslev didn't sit long. He sat the last 12 seconds of the third period and the first 58 seconds of this fourth quarter. And Bagley hits 1 of 2. He's got 10 points. He averages 11.5. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal on his average. Here's Horman spinning. Has it blocked away by Jensen. Oh, and a foul called. Jensen had to kind of reach across Horman, and I think he might have got some of the arm. There's a lot of ball, but I think he got a little bit of the arm as well. So Jensen picks up his 3rd.
Malik Horman shooting for the Bobcats.
And Horman will shoot 2. Oh, they're going to say non-shooting foul. He blew the whistle on the shot.
Correction, Bobcats basketball.
Wow. So they must have saying that Jensen got him with the body before the block. Radford threw it to nobody. Horman comes up and gets it. Ward and the Grizzlies really pressuring now defensively. Horman goes against Jensen. Jensen with the swat, but Radford's there to clean it up. Radford has 6. And it's a 15-point lead for the Bobcats. The Grizzlies have got to get some offense going soon. McDade in the middle. Put it up, miss it, foul called out front. They're going to call it on Falsliff, that's 4.
Foul on Mason Falsliff, his 4th personal.
He's playing aggressive D out on the perimeter. And he's going to have to sit, and he doesn't like it.
Bobcats, number 42, Cole DeBoer.
He holds his arms out, says, "Oh, why, coach?" He's not happy. Bagley gets it back from Roberts. 3 is good.
Jared Bagley for 3.
Bagley with 13. And it's a 12-point Bobcat lead at 44-32. Going near steal, but DeBoer with the sure hands comes up with it. Shot won't go, and Jensen clears. Jensen's making his presence known here in this 4th quarter. A couple of block shots and a bunch of rebounds. He's playing with 3 fouls. McDade hesitates, fires for 3, won't go. Rebound fought for, out of bounds, stays here.
Out of bounds, Grizzly basketball.
And Logan down by 12, looking to cut into that lead. Jensen hands to McDade. McDade just missed from here, hits that one. McDade with 11. He averages 15 and 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals a game. There's just about a steal right on cue. It's a 9-point Bobcat lead. They led a moment ago by 15. Falsliff had to sit down with his 4th foul. DeBoer to the rim. Too easy. Hold DeBoer with 5. McDade in the lane. Pull-up jumper. Off the backboard, off the rim, or falls in. 13 now for McDade. DeBoer wide open for a 3. Short, rebounded by Roberts. Here come the Grizzlies, down by 9. And a block, no, a foul on Horman on the 3-point attempt. McDade pulled up for 3 from straight away. Horman from the backside went for the block, and they said he got his arm. And McDade gets 3 free throws, I believe. Horman with his 2nd foul. It is. It's going to be 3 shots for McDade. Oh, he misses the first. These are big shots for the Grizzlies. You want to score with the clock stopped. 4:40 to play in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 9. 2 more coming for McDade.
Entering the game for the Bobcats.
For McDade
number
right
5,
now.
Cole Smith. As number 1, Mason
He's got
Falsliff.
14. He had 8 through 3 quarters, so he's had 6 points here.
And for the Grizzlies,
in
number
this
11, Trey Davis.
4th quarter. And I like what Mason Falsliff is doing. He came back on the court. He didn't like his 4th foul, the call, so he went over to the official and he asked him about it. Basically kind of asked him, okay, what do I need to do to avoid getting rung up for that one again? As McDade makes the 2nd. The official talked to him, and they both nodded their heads and went their separate ways. Smith decided not to shoot the 3 as the Harlem Globetrotters around the court for a while, and Trey Davis with the body bumps Falsliff.
Foul on Trey Davis.
It's a 7-point lead. It was 15 points.
Foul. Bobcats
when
basketball.
Falslev got called for his 4th foul and had to sit. It's now 7. Foreman holds and Davis comes out on him. Kobe Wilson. Back to Lee. Lee, as Davis fell down. Lee misses from 5 feet. Bagley with the rebound. Goes coast to coast. Ball fake, turn in, miss. Oh, that would have been nifty. It was nifty anyway, but incomplete. And here's a travel, yeah.
Turnover, Grizzly basketball.
Wilson kind of picked it up. And that's the 12th turnover for Skyview.
Timeout, Bobcats.
Timeout, Skyview. Logan back in it, down by 7 with 3:51 to play and the ball. A chance to cut it to 5 or even 4. As it's 46-39. Skyview with that lead. They led 42 to 28. 14-point lead at the quarter break. They've been outscored 11 to 4 here in this 4th quarter. Bagley has 13. McDade right on his average of 15. Leading the way for the Bobcats is Lee with 11, and of course Falslev with 16. Falslev 4.5 shy of his season average, but there's still 3:51 to play. Falslev is the number 4 scorer in 4A, and he's number 11 statewide in scoring. Of course, he had that 41-point game a couple of weeks ago. There we go, Logan trailing by 7. Bagley. Falslev came out on him. Bagley thought he had a look, and then Falslev closed. Skyview's in that zone. Bagley. Back to McDade. McDade down the middle. Lay it up, miss it. Falslev splits 2 defenders. Put it in.
Mason Falslev.
Falslev with his first bucket of the 4th quarter. 18 on the game. Three minutes to play in the ball game. It's a 9-point Bobcat lead. Skyview led by 2 at the half and opened it up with a big 3rd quarter. Bagley with 16 as he hits from 3. He's got 7 here in the 4th. Smith, pull up, shot, around, in. That one used the entire rim. Cole Smith with his first points. Logan had cut it to 6. That bucket by Smith makes it 8, and then a foul on Jensen. Off the miss on the rebound, Jensen with his 4th.
Foul on Josh Jensen, his 4th.
Both teams with 6 personal fouls.
Bobcats basketball.
Free throws the rest of the way. For both teams, 2:20 to play in this ball game, an 8-point lead for Skyview. Logan keeps chipping away. The Bobcats keep answering, and Smith is the one that's answered the last 2 possessions. A little 4-point mini run by Cole Smith, and it's a 10-point Bobcat lead with 2 minutes to play. Jensen out to McDade. With that Bobcat zone closed quickly. Jensen, cross-court pass, and Davis fires up a 3. Won't go. Rebounded by Falslev ahead to Lee, and Lee just put this ball game away, I think. 1:45 to play. It's a 12-point lead for Skyview and a miss by Bagley. Logan just hasn't found the offense here in this game. at least not in the second half. Smith, you hot, fire it up. Instead, he passes it off. Wilson to Lee. Lee's bumped by McDade. McDade tried to just body bump him and knock him off balance, maybe see if he would drop the ball, and the official saw it was right in front of him, and McDade picks up his second. DeBoard into the ball game, and Smith sits down. Two big buckets for Cole Smith here in the fourth quarter when Logan had cut it down to 6. Smith with back-to-back buckets put it back up to 10. And Lee with 14, looking for 15. He's got 15 to go along with Falsliv's 18. McDade goes against the big man and scores. He went right up the chest. Right up the chest of Dean. Dean didn't like it because he had his hands straight up.
Foul on Andrew Dean, his second personal.
And he and McDade are yapping. McDade with the three-point play. McDade with 18. Still an 11-point lead for Skyview. And now Logan forced to foul with 1 minute to play, trailing by 11.
Foul on Cooper Ward, his fourth personal.
Cooper Ward picks up number 4.
Peyton Lee shooting for the Bobcats.
Peyton Lee from the free throw line, 2 for 2. He goes to the line with 15 points. Misses. Rebounded by Josh Jensen. McDade inside to Ward. Cooper Ward with his first bucket. Logan wants a timeout. They're going to give it to him? Yeah, they are. 48 seconds to play in the ball game. Skyview by 9, 56-47. Skyview gives up 59 points a ball game, so they're going to hold Logan well under that as Logan averages 59 points a ball game. Logan gives up 56 and a half. Skyview is right at 56. Skyview averages 64, almost 64 and a half. And if we're shooting free throws down the stretch, we might end up at 64. Because Logan looks like they're going to foul. They did on the last possession. McDade with 18 points. He had 8 going into the fourth quarter. So through 3 periods of play, he had 8 points. He's got 10 here in the fourth. He really wasn't. I didn't think he was real aggressive offensively in the first half. He had 9 points, or excuse me, he had 5 points, but he was looking to do other things, kind of facilitate there in that first half more than score. Falsliv's 18 have been pretty well spread out, although only 6 of those here in this second half. And they had 12 in the first. There's McDade with the foul on Wilson, and Wilson will go to the line. Kobe Wilson has not scored.
Foul on Anthony McDade, his third personal, 9th team foul.
McDade's third.
Kobe Wilson shooting for
Roberts
the Bobcats.
replaces Jensen. Roberts
number 32, Braden Roberts.
can hit the three-pointer, and Jensen, he's more of a low post player. Wilson hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Hasn't shot a free throw all night. Hasn't scored all night. Steps up and hits the free throw. Misses the second, rebounded by Ward. Quickly to McDade. Bagley uses the Roberts screen. Out to McDade, and it's a turnover. Taken away by DeBoard. 9 turnovers for the Grizzlies. Oh, and a double dribble.
Grizzly basketball.
And Skyview with their 13th turnover. Coach Hilliard is apoplectic about that one. He's not happy about that call. It's a 10-point lead for Skyview with 37 seconds to play in the ball game. Bagley relocates, now finds Roberts in the corner. His three won't go. That three right there, a lot of shots have looked like that for the Bobcats tonight. Fossil with 20.
Mason Falslow with the last.
For the Grizzlies, a lot of shots have looked like that last one by Roberts. They've rimmed around and just come out. Bagley chases down the miss, and then Falslow blocks the three-pointer. 59-47, and the clock's going to run out. And the Bobcats are going to get the win over the Grizzlies. 20 points for Mason Falslow, Peyton Lee with 15, McDade with 18, and Bagley with 16 for the Grizzlies. But it's the Bobcats that win the region opener, 59-47. Thanks for joining us on the Game of the Week. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Not bigger, just better. LSS Insurance, Bob Larson. Personalized insurance for your family and business. Discount Tire and Automotive. The best tires at discounted prices. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Sports Academy and Racket Club. Your club, your results, your life. Four Seasons Luxury Apartments is your home. Planet Fitness of Logan. No intimidation and only $10 a month. New Smile Dental. Experience dental care. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years.
Bye.